Hello, hello, hello. Hi there. Hello. Hi. Welcome back to your friendly neighborhood noob and Newbcraft Season 2 in 2022. That's right. We have 2022. 2021 was not fun. I'm sure a lot of you will agree the pandemic was not great. But honestly, I mean, it's great to be back. It's great to be experiencing this, and I had a lot of fun on the break. So I took a break off YouTube, or making videos at least, and recording and doing all that sort of stuff. So most of the things I was doing when I popped onto the YouTube was just checking on you guys, seeing how you were, support, and all that stuff. But I wasn't doing any recordings. So it meant that a lot happened on the SMP that you guys didn't get to see, and I felt bad. I felt bad, okay? I felt really bad. I didn't mean to do so much, to be honest. I really didn't. So, I thought this episode we could spend going through everything that's been changing on the server. Not only my own stuff, but the new stuff too, on other people's. Because other people have been starting huge builds. I've got to say, some are really impressive. And stuff I didn't even realize because I hadn't visited them in a long time. So, without further ado, I think it's about time that we go check out other people's builds. Oh, and my own, of course. Of course, first up, I do want to point out that the city hall, or the council hall, has been completely finished. I don't know about what I want to do for the inside. I kind of do like this spacious area, especially because it has become a storage area. It just feels right to me, and I didn't really know how else to make a storage area other than maybe a bank. But I felt this was a different idea. Especially because I'm mayor of this humble town, this Coolsville, per se. Then I decided that making the city hall my storage area was probably appropriate. I mean, I'm not going to like turn this into my bedroom as well, that's just silly. But I do have all my items stored in here, and most of them are sorted out. When I say most of them, I do mean that these are going to be sorted at some point. I get it. They're turning into a chess monster. Very slowly. Very slowly. But when you don't look at things for long enough, they will turn into bigger things. I'm sure what you see right now is a very different image than you were seeing originally, and I understand that I did way too much off camera. I'm very sorry. I was a bad friendly. But hopefully by this time of the year, I will be rebuilding, or at least building again, the subscriber garden. And I've been fencing out this area that I really want to do it, and I like this idea of playing with like higher and lower sort of things. I got the idea from Axiom, and just the idea of like having a little area here, little area there, then maybe one up there, and just like levels. I really like the idea of levels, especially because this garden is dedicated to you guys. The supporters, the people who love the series, or may just like the series, the people who have been supporting my YouTube channel. You know who you are. You know what amazing people you are. I don't need to tell you. But yeah, I thought it was best to bring back the subscriber garden, especially because I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed making it a part of the season. So hopefully we can do that again, and we can make it into this beautiful garden that represents all the subscribers. I'm sure you understand what kind of store this is, or what it's going to be at least. This is obviously the rocket store. As you can see, I'm going to be making a rocket all the way at the top. I actually used this rocket as like an example of what to do in the middle. But this is my rocket store. There is a rocket store in the main shopping district, but I didn't want to have to go to the main shopping district just to get stuff. So I'm going to be making my own supply, and it's going to look beautiful, and maybe people will buy from me. I'm going to be in competition with people. I'm a business friendly. Next we have the bookstore, which I know Cake has his own like bookstore or book like night mall thing, marketplace, and he has a big villager trader with lots of books, so he's a lot better off than I am. But I wanted to call the odds and sods books, so it's just random books all over the place that maybe people want, maybe people don't, and they're going to be sold for very cheap. I wanted to kind of make this build like look like an owl, like down here an owl, and then make it like lopsided all the way up, like building blocks, and make it into something cool. Of course, I've just started building it, and I'm going to make a spiral staircase in there. But I just started building it, and especially with this one, and even over here with this one. I just started building these because I wasn't too sure how big to make them, what I'm going to have to do with them. This is probably going to be the ink farm one, which I can't really make an ink farm in there because it has to be near the sea, or the ocean. So I think this is going to be where all the ink is going to be. A lot of people have been buying ink, and there are farms popping up in the shopping district, but who knows? Maybe I will sell for cheaper because I'm a business friendly. I could even turn it into like a dye, or like different kinds of dye, but I kind of like that the Squidward is up there. His name's Squidward. Just so you know, his name is Squidward. It's officially Squidward. But I just like that idea. Next, we have the bamboo farm. So I wanted to kind of make it very clean, very crisp. The bamboo farm is just up there. I built around it, and there's lots of bamboo. Like, I will never run out of bamboo. I don't even know what I'll need bamboo for, but I'll never run out. I wanted it to kind of look like inspired by Japanese architecture, the whole feel of it, and then have this kind of also mechanical look to it. If you can tell, like, I got inspired by Xbox, actually, the Xbox, with this kind of like bar here that leads up to the next bar. I don't know, it just, that's what I was inspired by, the Xbox and PlayStations and just this idea of Japanese architecture. At the back here, I'm not going to really show you it. It's just, there's wheat in there, there's cows up there. Hopefully this will be the part of the cow farm that will go into here, which will be a fast food restaurant, but you never know, it might change. I just like the idea of having a fast food restaurant. Maybe we can call it Friendlies. You know, like Wendy's, but Friendlies. I don't know. I'm not a business mogul. I'm just a business friendly. This design I wanted to be a bit more experimental with, so I made kind of like columns in a lot of them. So I column here, like there's like an alley there. The shape is a little bit different because obviously it's not only is it a little bit lopsided there, it comes into the middle. And then there's also a bit at the back as well. I wanted to kind of experiment with shapes because I didn't want everything to just be a solid block. Especially after I made these three first, because they were built around mob farms. Like this is built around farms, and that's a mob farm. So I knew this is going to be blocky as well. So farms and mob farms, I had a feeling were going to be giant blocks. I didn't want that feeling when I went for these ones. So these are going to be a bit different shaped. This is the wool farm. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a bit sheepish. Bah. That was really bad. But yeah, we have all the different types of wool here, all different colors for anyone who wants to come in. Not all of them have been, you know, useful, and some of them I've actually used in other builds, which was nice. But yeah, I was doing my best to kind of make it work, and hopefully this will just keep going and chugging along, and we'll get lots and lots of wool. Now this one is the sugarcane farm. It's very slow, like all sugarcane farms. It occasionally gets pieces, and you know, it's a sugarcane farm. That's kind of what I expect. But it's going to be very helpful when making books, especially you know, I've got my cows over there. But books, especially, I want it to be like this humongous pillar. I wanted this one to be the second tallest, because obviously the mob spawn is going to be the tallest, second tallest. But then I started building this, and that's not the way it worked. This became like third place. You get the bronze medal. Bronze medal of tallness. But yeah, it does actually encapsulate the entirety of the sugarcane farm. Why, hello there. Would you like me to ring up your order? Of course, sir. I have all the friendly bucks. That's right, friendly bucks. This is the grocery store, and I know it looks a bit, you know, odd, but this is my chicken man. But I really wanted to have like a little mini grocery store just to have my pumpkins, which I do have a decent amount of pumpkins. They're just all over the place. We have the radishes, which I don't have that many. Random seeds, chicken and feathers, because we have obviously the farm up there. Eggs and carrots and potatoes. Now, you're probably wondering, why? Why put them all together? What was the point of this? I really had to think what farms would go together in a grocery store, and produce obviously was an obvious one, and then some meat. And because the chicken farm's quite small, it easily fit into here. Then, of course, there was the pumpkin farm, which, again, made sense. It's quite a tall one. And then a longer one, like a wide one rather than length, is actually the potato and carrot farm, which is right here. There's, like, heaps of carrots, and I believe that chest is full as well up there. But still, there is so much produce. I will never run out. And this could be quite helpful to someone like Cake, who is making a villager trader and needs lots of carrots and potatoes. Of course, you know about the Not So Evil Corp, which is built there, and it was one of my favorite builds. I really love the design of it. It's quite scary and spooky ooky, and I really love it. But next door, we have the ore cellar. Now, I will say nothing's in it right now, and I just wanted to make it look cluttered and like kind of like a mining area. I love the ducts, like the ventilation ducts that I've built. And this is, you know, just randomly stored ore all here. What I want to do is build a crane that goes down into a giant ravine. And the ravine is going to be styled on the lush biomes. So obviously over there, there's a dam that's going to rush down to water, and it's going to come all the way down to here. It's going to go almost to bedrock, and it's going to look beautiful. Beautiful to look down into, although it's going to be a bit of a hazard, like a deadly hazard. And up here, this is my super smelter. I'm sure you guys are thinking, oh, that's not actually that big and it's not very supery. But you know what? Friendly needs a small space for super smelting because I didn't really need that much when I came to think about it. Like, people do heaps and heaps of super smelting. I don't really need that much. I really don't. I don't. I don't understand why people build the huge ones. It looks cool, but it's not needed. So I just made the size that I need. And so far, it's been very efficient. Obviously, you guys know about the mob spawner over there, and it's been marginally good. Like, I do get stuff. Like, I do get stuff. And I can't complain about that. I am enjoying getting lots and lots of items. And that thing right there is my villagers. Just their home. I was trying to turn it into an iron farm. Didn't go so well, but hopefully I can turn this into an iron farm. I just want a small iron farm. I don't want something too big. But I just want an area where I can just get free iron because at this point, I really need it. The hoppers take so much. They take it all from me. Now, the first person I want to visit is actually Alex, my next door neighbor. Now, they're more of a kind of mob person. They love having, like, the idea of a zoo in a treehouse. So I do apologize. We're just going to have a brief look over. We're not going to, like, walk through it or anything. We're just going to have a brief look, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, they have their produce area there, which is more pretty than it is practical. But I like that. I've actually helped them out with some seeds, and I was really trying to do my best to help them with getting everything they need for this area because they're my neighbor, and you got to be friendly to your neighbor. We have axolotls in there. We have fish down there, pufferfish, all the bees. They're really trying to make it so that they're like the zookeeper of the server, but like you better get some cows and stuff and all that kind of thing. Maybe they do have cows. Maybe I just can't find them. Maybe they're hiding them from me because they know I'll kill them. I don't know what came over me then. I was trying to be peaceful friendly. I was. We are here at Storybrooke, which was Cake's original idea of, you know, making like this cute little village place. I will say he hasn't done much to the village itself, it seems. I don't know why particularly, but I'm sure he will come up with some cool stuff soon. He does have an iron farm over here, which is very small. But yeah, it's useful because he's been giving, you know, iron in the stores and I've been buying them. So, you know, there's a level of production there. And here is the pièce de résistance. This is the villager hall. That's right. This giant thing is a villager hall. Now, there's some villagers over there. There's some zombie ones underneath here. And this is where all the villagers stay. Like, there's some amazing villagers over here. It's like villager heaven. Look at all of them. And they all sell some really cool books, which kind of makes me feel bad about having a bookstore. Just a tiny bit. All right. So since we've seen Cake's place, like, ages ago, he's built this enormous thing. Yeah. He has built one of the probably the biggest and almost awesome builds of the entire place. Like, this is amazing. He built this. I think it's supposed to be like a church or something. And I still want to play a prank on him. Like, after seeing this, I can't just leave it without a prank. I mean, look at this. He's doing like an item sorter at this point. I don't know if this is an item sorter, but it sure looks like an item spawner. And look how delicate all of that is. He spent so much time on this place. It puts mine to shame. He's been doing a lot. Obviously, he's been on the server a lot longer than I have and does a lot more work on the server than I do. But I really hope to pick up my game and beat this level. Like, my God. This is like Hermitcraft level. Look at it. And I just want to point out, like, look at that window. It makes me look so cool. Like, look, I have a holy, wonderful word. Oh my God. I love it. I love it so much. He also has this huge, like, tower thing he's building. I'm not too sure where it's going to go here, but hey, this huge build is amazing. I wish I could go with the whole fairy tale theme and make a castle like he did, but I didn't choose a fairy tale theme. I chose to go modern. My least favorite style. But I wanted to challenge myself because I'm a business friendly. So now we have Lord Laylaps's area. Now, Lord Laylaps is like the owner of this server, and he's a wonderful guy. He's so sweet. He's so nice. And look at this. He's got a guardian farm. I mean, that's crazy. He does need to kind of light up his area. I mean, with all that prismarine, maybe... I don't know. He could do it himself. But that's really cool. I find that fascinating. But imagine trying to get back up from here if you're, like, you know, falling. And you don't have an elytra, and oh my God, look at all those ghost squid. They deserve to die. But my other thing is, I wish that one person would make a guardian farm and not put prismarine on it, you know? be more... I see it all the time. I've seen it in Hermitcraft. I've seen it in many SMPs and many Let's Plays. I just want to see someone be a bit more inventive, like maybe Netherrack or Blackstone. Imagine just a Blackstone one. I don't know. It's still awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. I could never. I could never. My patience level would be so... Like, I'd be like, no, I need to do something else. But still. Now, you're probably wondering, Friendly, what are we doing on this platform up in the sky? Well, technically, it's not a platform. Well, it is, but it isn't. So, Lord Laylaps is going off the theme of World of Warcraft. And Nax Ramis is this cool-ass dungeon that is made in World of Warcraft. It's like this floating plague place where it's just a raid. It's beautiful. And so far, he's starting to build it, which I think is really cool. I really think that this is a good idea. And I wish I'd thought of this myself, but I decided to Scooby Doo instead of World of Warcraft, especially with the allegations going on. I was being very careful. But I still think it's an amazing idea. World of Warcraft is a well-designed game and has some beautiful things that some amazing creators have created. Some amazing creators who haven't done bad things and sexually harassed people. But look at it. It's like Creeper Central. I don't think Lord Laylaps knows how to light up his area. I've been told this is a common thing with Lord Laylaps, so I don't think it's a bad thing mentioning it. But yeah, he's got some good ideas. I mean, the design level is going to be amazing because it's Lord Laylaps and he's really big on that sort of thing. But I think Cake and Lord Laylaps are probably going to be the designers of the season, and I'm the experimentalist because I'm doing modern, and that's not my thing. The next person we are checking out is Mims. Now, Mimsy is actually my next door neighbor. She's quite sweet and nice, and I really like talking to her when I get the time. But I haven't spoken to her in a bit, so I haven't really realized what she's been doing. She was building a lighthouse over there, but I feel like she's abandoned it, which is kind of sad. As you can see, she's mined out this humongous area, which I'm not too sure what she's going to do with it. And there's just random pieces of stone everywhere. But I have noticed something weird. As you can see, she has this huge area that she's mined out. And there's like little parts that are marked and stuff. I'm not too sure what's going on. But I did notice something interesting. She's put this down here. Like, what is this? It seems to keep going that way. I feel like she's going to make a giant ravine or something. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree, but it does seem like that. Especially because she's mining out this area. And everywhere she goes, it seems to have the purple glass and yeah, the glowstone. I don't know. I don't know what she's building here, but it's piqued my interest. And we all know how hard it is to pique Friendly's interest. The last place I want to check out, the very last one I want to check out is Hogwarts. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hogwarts, what? Yeah, we've checked this place out a few times. Hogwarts or Harry Potter Hogwarts, which is kind of cool. The wonderful Reaper, has decided that he wanted to do Hogwarts from the very beginning, and it was very clear to us all what he wanted to do. So the next one I want to talk about is Hogwarts, which is made by Reaper. Now, Reaper has worked on this tirelessly every time he goes on stream, and it's impressive. He's made it off like a what do you want to call it? A rundown. It basically tells you how to make it, but then he has designed it the little details himself. I mean, like this sort of thing, and he's tried to make it as close as he possibly could, and I really think that's interesting. You know, stairs down to Fungeons. I don't see any Fungeons, but yeah, I really think it's kind of cool that someone has actually made Hogwarts and tried to like completely decorate it. Now, he obviously has a lot to go. I mean, Rome was not built in a day. Now there's Hogwarts. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so I wouldn't mind, you know, role-playing in this area. Like, it's pretty impressive. I think it would have been, you know, easier to do if it was in a mod, because mods bring a lot more items, and that just sounds easier in general. But now, I know there is one area in here that I really want to check out, because it's just the main hall, and the main hall is full of like floating candles and stuff, and I just think that's really cool. So we'll have to find it. Here it is, guys, the piece de resistance of his build, the floating candle, the Great Hall. As you can see, we've got Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and Slytherin. This is so cool. Like, the fact that we can create this in Minecraft is just so cool. This is my favorite part, of course. This is definitely my favorite part. Just the design that went into all of this. Especially because it's a diagonal build. It's not like a full block. It had to be a diagonal build to really work. I mean, if you turned it that direction, it probably could have been straight. But then there'll be another area that's a diagonal build, which would probably be the main area over here. Like, that area would have to be a diagonal. And that would have been a nightmare to build. But damn, just so cool. And so much effort and time was put into this. One thing we cannot forget is the beauty of our shopping district. Now, our shopping district has been slowly growing. It hasn't grown much since the last time I've been here. I logged on to play a bit of a prank before and had a bit of fun with that. The only thing that's really been added since has been this water fountain in the middle, which is kind of cool. The whole globe. I mean, that was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest, because I wasn't really paying much attention when it was built. And then there's this bazaar over here, and whatever this is, it looks like a hand holding some slime, or it's about to be a hand holding some slime. These look like fingers. And hopefully, in a few episodes, I'm gonna, upgrade my builds. I'm not too sure if I am. I kind of want to make a bigger stump and then put the axe a little bit higher. I want to make this into more of a cave rather than just a little nook. And I don't know what I want to do with the skeleton. Maybe actually get a skeleton in there. It's going to shoot you. It's like dangerous. We will see. Well, guys, as you can see, a lot has changed since last time and the new year. We've got a lot more built, and everyone's kind of stepped up their game, made some amazing buildings. And I still have to think about what I wanted to do from the very beginning all the way to now. Now, there's a few things I haven't even started, like the main road being built. I've started that one. The villager trader, I haven't even started. Haunted forest, nope. Even the haunted forest has been turned into a ravine. Starting city build, I have started it. New shops in shop district. Yeah, I decided to do a shopping city instead. Underwater highway, I'm still thinking about that. Setting up city builds, creating a sewer, mayor's mansion, Halloween event, finished underwater highway. Now, unfortunately, the Halloween event, I did kind of by myself instead of doing it on the server. But that's okay, and sometimes you don't have to do everything on the server. And maybe next season, maybe in season 3, we'll be bigger on events, make them a big thing. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for enjoying this episode. It was kind of like a tour episode, And hopefully in the next episode, we can build some new buildings and get some stuff done. Though I want to get a bit of work done before, next time. Maybe setting up those lights and making the subscriber garden a bit more voluptuous. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. If you actually like these videos, please press the like button so I know, and I know what to make more of. If you want to see more of these videos, then, press the subscribe button, and I will be much appreciated for all the support that you're giving. Share with your friends. Again, if you have any, I don't know what that's like, so socially awkward people, So, we don't like people. Anyway, and if you didn't like these videos, please put down in the comments below why, so I can improve as a YouTuber. It would be much appreciated, and it would help me and my channel. Anyway, guys, have a great week, have a great day, and enjoy yourself. Bye, guys.